What is going on? RaJuR, the lazy interpreter, which is the fragrance review guy, now going to start talking about audio gear. And let me tell you why. So if anybody get ready to sign on talking about fragrances, not going to happen tonight. If you look at the title, those are not fragrances. Those are pieces of equipment. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And really, yeah. We're wiring up for the new CD. And if y'all don't know, my name is RaJuR Real Deep Cool. I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I'm also a performing artist. I'm a recording artist. And I'm with the Grammys and BMI and all that stuff. So let's get that out the way. I'm kind of credentialed. And what I wanted to do was, because I've been investigating putting some more mic pre's in here for the new CD, I saw a lot of people that were doing reviews, you know, on these particular pieces that I'm looking to get at. And the couple pieces I'm looking to get is going to be, I'm getting 2 preamps. I already ordered the ToneBeast that's coming from Guitar Center. I want to thank my man TJ. I think his name was TJ. His name was TJ? Oh, man, I hope his name was TJ, man. Anyway, the young man who helped me get that. What's going on, Carrie? I'll be talking about equipment. What's going on? I'm not talking about fragrances tonight. Just talking about equipment. So if y'all sign off, I understand. It's not a thing. But I want to talk about equipment because, again, I'm going to add some more equipment to my studio. Nope. Not even talking about fragrances tonight. So I want to let y'all know. I couldn't put not talking about fragrances tonight in the title because I want to live this for people who are in the studios and people in the, you know, doing what I do as far as being a producer. So you guys, if y'all want to talk about fragrances, I'll talk to y'all hopefully in the morning. We'll talk about fragrances and, you know, what I'm wearing and all that stuff. But right tonight, like I said, I'm talking about studio stuff. And again, that's because I'm going to add a couple pieces to the studio because I'm going to start my new CD, okay? So that's what we're going to do. What's going on, G? Yeah, I called, brother. I need a mic cable, D. I need a mic cable. DJ Grand Q is in the house. The ultimate DJ, the ultimate sound man is in the house. Holla at your boy. Yeah, man. Yo, what you doing right now, man? I need to go out and I'm going to go out after I finish doing this video, man. I'm going to go out and have a drink. You know what I mean? Because I ain't got to be until 11. You ain't got to be until like 10. Bars. So anyway, so yeah, let's talk about gear tonight. So we'll talk about fragrances tomorrow, but we're basically talking about fragrances. Just a XLR. Because I needed 3. As you can see, I got all the mics lined up. You know what I mean? We'll talk about that too. So I needed all my cables for the mics. So I need the other cable for the system, bruh. When we going to go up and perform. I need another cable for the for the Mackies. That's all. So I had to pull a cable from that so I can hook this up, you know, all the stuff up in the studio. The pieces I'm adding, you see them in the title. They're in the title. Yeah, XLR. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the pieces I'm adding are mic preamps. And mic preamps are what you plug your mic into to condition your mic to make your mic sound better. So I've been looking over a couple pieces. I'm like, I need a couple new, because y'all don't understand. I used to have one of the biggest and best studios in North Philly. And I had so much stuff, it's ridiculous. And Q can tell y'all, I had so much stuff. In fact, I had it when I moved to East Oak Lane in Philadelphia too. But I decided that when I downsized and I moved to my apartment, I couldn't keep all that equipment. So I downsized, decided to get out the studio business altogether and decided just to do my stuff. You know what I mean? Just have people come in from time to time if they want to do something. But only people who like have recording contracts. That's all I deal with. So anyway, let's get right to it. So I'm getting 2 mic preamps. As you see there in the title. One is called the TB12 ToneBeast. I mean TB12 ToneBeast. And that's by a company called Warm. Now, I seen Warm stuff before. I went to Sam Ash one time and I saw Warm stuff. I'm like, what the heck is this Warm stuff? It was kind of weird. But I got a little situation going on with one of these cables here too. Can't understand why this gene is bugging out. I'm going to have to figure that out later. But anyway, yeah, a thing called the ToneBeast. I'm like, all right. And I looked at some reviews. And that's why I'm doing this right now about my studio, because it was like, yeah, what's going on, Christian? No fragrances tonight, brother. Nothing. It's all about studio, man. If you look at the titles about studio. All right, let me continue on. So I was reading about these particular preamps that I want to put in my studio. And I started checking out people's reviews, you know, just like fragrances. It's kind of like the same thing. It's just like fragrances. It's the same thing as anything else you buy. There's always reviews. So I said, well, let me look into some good reviews for some good preamps. That's a good price. It won't cost me like $3,000-$4,000 like some of the stuff I used to have in my studio back in the day. So so what I did was I found this ToneBeast, and then I started looking at all these reviews. I'm like, oh man, that joint sounds like it's popping. By the way, let me start some music while I'm talking. And then I'm going to explain to some people who in the studios, I'm going to let them know how I set my studio up and how I record and how I do what I do. And we'll take it from there. Everybody do stuff differently when they record. For me, I've always used the same stuff since freaking 1990. I haven't changed too much anything. I'm prehistoric. I'm still doing MIDI. I'm still doing all that stuff. So it's what it is. So this is all for all the guys who are in the studio equipment, and for you guys who are, know I do fragrances, but I also get in the studio stuff. You might want to just learn some stuff too. Instead of y'all just seeing me always making beats back here, y'all see me make songs. Y'all like, yeah, you make a nice song. Well, now we're gonna talk about how I make my songs and why I make my songs and how and where I make my songs at. Okay. So there's this other piece called Heritage Audio 73, and that's a mic pre as well. And I need different mic pre's because different mic preamps do different things. All right. So let's just say, for instance, we're related to fragrances, and if I relate to fragrances, it had to be like either talking about notes in a fragrance, or I had to be talking about layering fragrances. Let's just say, for instance, I have this mic right here. This is an M Audio Sputnik mic. It's a tube microphone. It's the only mic I kept out. I used to have like, Q will tell you, I had like lots of microphones back in the day. As y'all can see, I'm starting to get my collection back together again. And I used to have a lot of microphones, expensive microphones, very expensive microphones. But I ended up keeping this one when I downsized because I really like the way this mic sounds. This is a tube microphone, a mini tube microphone made by M Audio. It's called the Sputnik. One of the most best microphones out there. A lot of people don't know about it. And here's the power supply for it down there. So anyway, so let's say, for instance, the microphone is the note. So we're going to say the top note is the microphone. Well, the mid note got to be a preamp. So we go over here, and this is a preamp right here. And this preamp, there's a mic plugged into this preamp. For some reason, the preamp is acting funny tonight. I got to make sure everything is wired up correctly. So the mic goes into this preamp. Or these are mic inputs also. So my mic's going here as well. So what I'm doing is I'm getting two other pieces for my mics to go in. All these sound different. This mic preamp does not sound like this mic preamp. And this mic preamp won't sound like the mic preamp that's going in this slot, heaven willing, and the mic preamp that's going in this slot. So I've already opened up the slots for where the new equipment's going to. And we're going to get ready to make this CD. All right, and that's it. So basically, I put up, I'm almost like trolling for people who want to know about those particular preamps. But I'm not here to talk about those preamps. I'm here to actually tell you I'm putting these preamps in my studio. So for all the people in the fragrances, I'll talk about fragrances. For all the people in the studio, y'all can check me out. But now that we've talked about that, and again, I'm very enthusiastic about the Heritage 73. And I'll get the Heritage 73 without the EQ. I was gonna get it with the EQ, but what I decided to do was, if I wanted to use EQ, I would patch it into this EQ right here. As you can see, there's so many. You got filters here. You have your parametric EQ. You got your parametric for your lows. You got compression. You got limiting. You have de-esser. There's everything here in this ISA220. So what I decided to do was, instead of buying the HA73 with the EQ, I got plenty EQ here. So what I'll do is, I'll patch. What's going on, bro? I'll patch the HA73 into this and use the EQ out of this, because the EQ in here is very clean. And I'll bypass all the preamps and stuff, and we'll come in on line mode. So you press, you go, that's for instruments down there. Press again, that's for mics. Press this, that's line. So I'll press for line mode, and I'll patch through my patch bay there, and I'll patch the HA73, or maybe even the ToneBeast, and I'll patch through here and get just tap in all these right here. There's EQ, you got your de-esser, you got everything on that bad boy right there. That bad boy is fully lit right there. And that's called the Focusrite Studio Pack ISA 220. They had one called ISA 430, but I really don't want to get to the 430. It was like almost like about $800 more. I said, this will take care of me right here. All right. All right, so with that being said, those are the preamps I'm getting. So all you guys who are in the studios, those are the preamps I'm looking to get. Well, they're on their way, so. Except for the Heritage. The Heritage still got to be ordered. They're not releasing the Heritage to the end of the month. So I'm going to be very happy to get that. But the ToneBeast from Guitar Center should be here in a couple days. All right? With that being said, let's talk about my studio. Let's talk about how I go about making those almost Grammy-nominated CDs I make, okay? Let's do that. So a lot of people, if you go back and just look at some of the videos that I made, especially before I do a fragrance review, sometimes you see me make a beat. And then sometimes you just see me make a song straight from the door, from top to the bottom. Not totally produced, not totally arranged, but just enough that I can show y'all what I do. Alright? So what we're going to do is pretty much tell you that, for all you guys don't really know, I don't drop names, man, but you know, y'all know I talk about fragrances a lot, but I work with some major artists as well. There's no need me talking about the major artists I work with, because it ain't about that for me. It's about what I do for myself. If RaJuR D Cool can't make it on his own, he can't make it. I don't want to ride on nobody's back. I want to ride on nobody's freaking collar. I want to be able to make my own stuff. And if I can't get my own Grammy, I just don't need a Grammy. That's what it comes down to, real talk. All right? So I'm not being arrogant or anything. I'm just saying, you know, hey, I know people work with other people who ain't have a Grammy yet. And they've been working with famous people. So really, it don't make a difference. Really, it's just a matter of you just making the good music that you want to make. And that's all I'm doing this for, all right? So let's go. I am totally antique. So for all you studio heads, y'all gonna be laughing at me when I tell y'all what I use to do my beats. First of all, everything comes out of the MPC 2000. Period. That's it. This is the brain of everything. This is my brain. This is my brain when I don't have a brain. This carries everything. And of course, about the MPC, I gotta have my Motif 6. Yamaha Motif 6. And of course, I used to have other keyboards back in the day. I used to have about 4 or 5 keyboards. I had a Fender Rose, I got rid of that. I had a KX88, got rid of that. So, you know, I got rid of a lot of stuff. But between these two pieces here, this is how I make my songs. I can sit down and make a song for y'all, but there's no need in doing that. Just go back to some of my videos and you'll see how I made a track. Simple as that. I'm just showing y'all how I make it. So a lot of people in the business, especially the hip-hop business, know about the MPC 2000 XL. A lot of people know about Logic. Well, I don't use Logic to make my beats. I use Logic for the sounds. Logic has a lot of nice sounds in it. And I don't even have to update Logic. I got Logic 8. Well, what's really going to trip y'all out, what's really going to trip you studio heads out, what's really going to trip you out is that I still use sound modules. Yes, I do. And how do I control them sound modules? How do I go about controlling them sound modules? With Digital Performer 3.0. I'm still using that to control my modules. And as you can see, if you guys go back, as far as I go back, I have a TR rack. I have an XV5050. I have a Proteus 2000. I also have the MIDI Express and the MIDI timepiece that's controlling all the information that's going to those modules. And that's simple as that. Now, back in the day, of course, I used to have more modules. I used to have the Planet Fat. I used to have the MoFat. I had a lot of modules in my days. But right now, those are the only modules I have. Only because I don't need a lot of modules, because there's a lot of sounds. Not only in those modules, but there's a lot of sounds in Logic. So I can get all the sounds I need to make a really nice song in Logic, okay? So basically, that's how I've been doing my songs. That's how I do my music. Let me go ahead on and I'll tap that up right there. All EQ, okay. Check, 1, 2, check. And yo, for some reason, like I said, my joint is tripping tonight, man. Oh, there we go. Check, 1, 2, check. Bars. Check. I don't know why all of a sudden my MPC... Oh, there you go. Check, 1, 2. As y'all see, I'm locked into Pro Tools. Pro Tools is up and running. This is Pro Tools 9. That's right. No need. See, here's the thing with me. It's just like anything else I do in my life. I don't need to keep keeping up with phones. I don't need to do the iPhone 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If the 3 working for me, I'm keeping the 3. If the 7 working for me, I'm keeping the 7. I don't need a 10. What I need 10 for? All I'm doing is making calls, surfing on the internet. Whole bunch of waste of money. That's the same thing when it comes to me doing my music. I don't need to do that. I can use Pro Tools 9. I have a whole bunch of plugins that my homeboys turned me on to. So again, I'm kind of aimed at, some of you guys who don't know how I work down here, but some of you guys who know how Pro Tools work. I have so many plugins, it's unbelievable. I got C1 comps, I got CLA comps. Oh my god, I got L1, I got maximizers, L3 maximizers, I got plug, I got SSLs. I got all the plugins I need. I got auto tune, harmony effects, sound shifter, ultra pitch, waves. My reverbs, I got all the plugins I need. I got everything I need. So I don't need Pro Tools 12, 13, 14, 15. I can do a song, I can do a whole CD right here like I've been doing for all of my life. All my life. I've been using like this gear, pretty much. This MPC 2000 has been with me almost 20-something years. Well, I'm going to say 15 years. How old am I? I'm going to say this bad boy been with me for 15 years, man. I done made like 7 CDs. Let's see, my first CD was off of a R8 Mark II. My second CD was off of R8 Mark II. And it was Atari. My first CD was off of Atari, the Atari, dang. My first CD I did on an Atari, 1040 STE. 1040 STE. My first 2 CDs was done on an Atari STE. Then after I got rid of that, I got into, I think I bought another interface. I forgot what it was to do my songs. And then I ran into the MPC 2000. And I've been doing I done 6 CDs on this machine. Probably 7. 7 CDs. So, that's how I do my work right there. Let's start the music again. Just press this button. Music starts. Now, I can also do it this way. I have it hooked up that I can have Pro Tools start my music as well. And like some of the studio heads know how to do this. I do it MIDI clock. I do it via MIDI clock. So I hit play. And the music starts. All right? So that's how I start my music. Either when I'm producing, I do it from here. When I'm not producing, once I'm done producing, it's time to lay the live instruments, it's time to lay the vocals, then we control it from Pro Tools. And as y'all can see, I got plenty of basses. I'm really a guitar player. And you would think that I would have more guitars than I have basses. As much as I like playing guitar, I really like playing bass, man. That's why I have a bass. I have a jazz bass. This is a 2004 Fender Jazz Bass 4-string. This is a Stingray. I think this is a 2012 Stingray double humbucker. This is a 2001 Mexican jazz bass, Fender Jazz Mexican 2001. Here's my Telecaster with the extra pickups that Fred Cooper told me to get. Then I have my Fender amp that I bought from a pawn shop actually down the street. This is limited edition. I used to have amps out behind. I've had all the amps. I had some of the best amps ever. I had the Mesa Boogie French cabinet, only 400 made. I had that. I've had the Jazz. If y'all look back at my Facebook, which I'm not there anymore, y'all can see all the amps I used to have. You know what I mean? I used to collect amps. I had some of the best guitars. I had like 4 PRSs. I had a Tom Anderson. I had a Gibson Gold Top. I've had some of the best guitars. I had Strats. I had them all. I got rid of all of them because I was just collecting. Like I collect fragrances, I was collecting guitars and amps, but we don't do that anymore. Okay? So this is how I make my beats. MPC 2000. Keys and everything input through my Motif 6. Using the sounds from Logic. Using the sounds out of these modules controlled by Digital Performance 3. Alright? My audio, these 2 boards have been with me at least for 12 years. DA7s. Unfortunately, the screen right here blew out. The light blew out. I was just too late. I could have had that done a long time ago. But I got lazy, so I just put a light up on it now so I can see it. But these are Panasonic DA7. They don't make these anymore, but they're some of the best mic pre's in these ever. But I don't use the mic pre's in these. Actually, I used to have WZ96 pre's. I had IOs and I had some IOs back in the day that went with this. But there was the same pre's that inside the mixer, but I had them in a rack mount. Again, if y'all look back, if I left my Facebook page up, y'all can see all the equipment I had. For all you gearheads, I had Millennium Media, I've had Neve, I had Avalon, I've had Distressors, I've had, oh my goodness, I've had all the gear. And why I got the studio business? Because I had about $300,000 worth of gear. And I couldn't get nobody to come in and pay me no more than $30 an hour. Unbelievable. So I said, well, I tell you what, since you don't want to pay me $30 an hour, you go down to the studio downtown. They got the same gear I have, just about. I've had 2-Tech, I've had TL 2-Techs, I had them all. But go down there to the studio downtown and pay them $125 an hour. All I ask you to pay me $50 an hour, you get the same equipment down there. You're not getting all the super treated room and all this stuff, but you hear my product, you know my product is tight. They want to come in and you cheat me, I'm not doing that. It's almost somebody making an offer on a juice that you know you paid $600 for you fragrance guys. You're like, okay, I paid $600 for RaJuR. Okay? That's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. So you paid $600 for RaJuR. So you put it up for sale. You was like, well, I'm not going to get $600. I've used 10 mil out of it. I'm not going to get $600 for it. Let me go ahead on. I'll put it up for $400. And then you have somebody lowball you for $100. Thinking you stupid. So what I did was, all of my friends, I let them come down to use my studio. I can name names. I'm telling you, I can name names. The people I can name have played with major artists. The people I named them played with Boyz II Men, Mesa Leak, Jay-Z, Eminem. Those are the people I used to work with, y'all. And I never dropped names. All I'm saying, those are the people I used to work with. People work with Jill Scott. I ain't got to drop no names. The producer from Jill Scott. The manager of the producers for Jill Scott. My man who got his CD out in Chicago got signed by Sony ATV. The reason he got signed by Sony ATV, because there was no studios for him to use. And my man called me and said, Raj, do me a favor, man. Can you let my man use your studio? So he got a deal. He going up to Sony on Monday. This was Saturday. He needs you to come in your studio, man. Get some stuff together. Bada bada bing. We be straight. I was like, my brother, for you, man, I'll do it. I know you try to put me down. It ain't quite work out. But I'll still do it for you, man. Because we still brothers in the flesh. So let's go ahead on. I'll let you come to my studio. I didn't even charge him a lot of money. Well, this brother ended up getting a deal with Sony ATV. Using my studio. Alright? And again, I had a major artist come to my door one morning before she was going overseas. I'm like, I got these songs I want you to hear. She came through and she was like, okay. So my man Lamar brought her through because Lamar knew her more than I knew her. So Lamar brought her through and I gave her like 3 songs. She's like, this sound nice, this sound nice. Cool, I burned them on the CD. She took them with her to London. Well, she's still singing. I'm going to give you a hint. She did the Super Bowl. That's all I got to say. So, like I said, I don't talk about all the people I work with. I just talk about RaJuR, the cool music, because that's all the music I'm concerned with. But I've worked with major artists before. I've done stuff with major artists. There he go. There he go. That doggone Christian is unbelievable. That boy is unbelievable. Yes. Yes. Pink has come down my studio, and she came down my studio when she just got up in the morning and came down my studio. That was kind of crazy. I was like, is that Pink? Is that really Pink? You know what I mean? But that was Pink. And like I said, I can drop some more names of the people I work with, but I'm not going to do that. So, then I do my thing. So right now, as y'all can see, I'm ready. I got my mic ready for my amplifier when I'm ready to do some mic. More than likely, I'm going to do direct and bass. So this is my bass amp when I go out and play when I'm doing shows. I take this amp with me. I plug my mixer into it, and I control all my stuff with a mixer. And I'll plug my bass into this amp. Over here, of course, you got Pro Tools. Here are my hard drives for my Pro Tools. Gotta have those. I got a couple other hard drives for Pro Tools. You gotta always back stuff up. You never know you're gonna need some stuff. I got Mr. Executive Producer right there. That's the monkey. Say hi, monkey. What's up, yo? What's up? No fragrances tonight. No fragrances, man. We're in the lab, dog. Salute. Salute, y'all. Salute. Right on, monkey. All right, man. You trying to steal the show, man. Calm down. My boy don't like the monkey, man. My homeboy don't like the monkey. He came into the studio, he didn't like the monkey. And special shout out to my sister. May she rest in heaven. Ain't no may she rest in heaven. She's resting in heaven. Karen Lorraine Bell. That's all I got to say. She stays in my studio. She stays in my studio. Karen Lorraine Bell. You'll never find a more beautiful woman in your life right there. Karen Lorraine Bell. May heaven rest her and keep her in peace. Alright, so I miss her too. I miss going down to the job and seeing her, man. She taught me how to drive a train. She the one who taught me how to drive a train. You see, she passed last year, May 29th. And yeah, she taught me how to drive a train, y'all. You know, she showed me, in fact, she taught me how to drive the L. She used to show me all these tricks she used to do to drive the L. She was so hilarious. And we ended up finding out we went to the same school. Ended up finding out that I used to date her play sister when I was in school. So that's my baby, forever loved until I see her again. It's my baby. All right, so anyway, so there I showed y'all the amps. I showed y'all my mixer. I showed y'all my basses. I showed you my keyboards. And just in case I want to sample some, I put some on the turntable. Vic. Then my man come over and scratch. That's right, baby. Let DJ Grand Q come over here and do his thing. Have him put some more and scratch it out for me. Put it on the needles. You know what I mean? We might sample something. Might put a record on and let him sample it for me. And we'll sample right into the, you know what I mean? Because that's how we do. We're set to sample at all times. But it's also set up for me to listen to some old albums. Cause I still got a lot of wax, man. I still got a lot of wax with a lot of, you know, a lot of juice on it. We'll start this song over again. Yeah, I got a lot of wax, man. I got a lot of wax. So anyway, if I want to sample something off of an album or something like that, bam. We got the turntable hooked up in the system so we can sample. Now, I'm using a KRK subwoofer. That's a 12-inch sub. Okay? Alright? And here I'm using my JBLs. There's another piece of gear I never got rid of, man. I've had Mackie HR24s. I've had, oh man, I want to get these other speakers. I never end up getting them. But I have some KRKs. I gave my man Mari some KRKs after I set up his studio. And that's how we do. So my JBLs are my highs, and then my subwoofer down there. That's where you hear the bass. Then my pedals for my guitars on karaoke night and down here. And now let's go into the vocal booth, i.e. the bathroom. All right? So let's go in. Here they are. So we go into the bathroom. And yeah, I can go to the bathroom in here. So we close this door. Keep the sound out. And we come in here. This mic right here is my M Audio Sputnik. And like I said, this is a very nice tube microphone. This is what they call a pop filter. So you're on P's, B's, S's, all that stuff. This is to filter that out. It kind of, if you really can't see it, but microscopically, it filters down the P's so they're not hitting the mic. But there's also a windscreen the mic as well, so you just have a double. Holla at your boy bars 100. All right. Now, we also have, I just bought this mic from a man over in Jersey. This is a Shure KSM 32. Such a good deal, I had to buy it. I mean, I'm not really a Shure guy, except for the SM7B. I really like the SM7B, but this was a good price. I couldn't pass it up. So my man, thank you. My man Jimmy turned me on to this mic. Gave me a great price. He got his studio popping off in Jersey. I forgot the name of it, but he got some stuff coming out as well. I bought this mic from my man Bassar. Everybody know this mic. All you studio heads know what this mic is. It's the RE20. The RE20 by Electro Voice. And yeah, this bad boy sounds good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yay. Come on, baby. Come on, let me do you. You know what I'm saying? Come on, do me. I want to make love to you, my wifey, baby. Come on, baby. Won't you let me make wanna be? And as you can see, I got it hooked up right there. So you can see me sing. Da, 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 da. What I do. I go to this mic. That's on channel 2. And we go to this mic for channel 3. I got this mic back here because my new mic coming in is going to be in this mic stand right here. And the new mic coming in is going to be a Avantone CV12. Great deal on that. I had to get it. I had to grab it. This right here, we use this for this is a bass drum mic. But I actually heard somebody singing to this mic. So I'll bring any mics back here because you never know what somebody going to sound good on. For my man Kevin Huff, I'm going to go pick up a blue mic. I'm going to go pick up a blue Kiwi from him. I used to have a Kiwi, like I said, for you gearheads. I used to have all kinds of mics. But I had mostly blue mics. I really like the blue mics. So I had the Dragonfly, the Baby Bottle, the Blueberry, the Mouse. I've had all those mics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. Yeah, nah, bro. You just keep on talking about them fragrances, and we're talking about them. Yeah, I mean, come on, dog. Now, come on, now. You know I'm talking about studio. Why are you talking about fragrances, man? Come on, man. Oh, no, I have 2 bathrooms, cuz. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Got 2 bathrooms. Don't play me like that. Well, man, you know I ain't gonna have no 1 bathroom, 1 bedroom crib. That ain't how we do, baby. 2 bathrooms, 2 bedroom apartments. Holla at your boy. So as you can see down here, I have my controller. So we're gonna stop the music right here. So whenever I want to record back here by myself, I don't need to be out here in the studio. So I'm going to be out here in the studio, right? And I'm going to get ready to end this right now because y'all start talking about fragrances. Talk about fragrances tomorrow. So if I want to start this situation in Pro Tools, I hit the space bar and it starts the song, as you can hear. All right? So I can start. So if I'm out here and I'm recording somebody, then I'll be right here chilling. And I'll start to stop. All right, take that again. Oh, I don't like the way that sounds. Take the intro again. No, you ain't singing that right. Why don't you sing it right? Try again. You know what I'm saying? I can do that out there. But if I'm recording myself, the music already done, I go here into the bathroom / studio. / vocal booth. And as you can hear, there's no ring in my vocal booth. So though I'm in the bathroom, as y'all can see, I got some moving blankets in here. Keeps it nice and tight. And some vocal booths, you want a little bit of resonance. But for mine, I don't. So if I want to record by myself back here, I can do it. All I do is hit this right here. I arm my channels. And this, I learned this, I got this from my man in Jill Scott studio. He turned me on to this. He was like, yo, this is a front tree alpha track. And you can do all your stuff your own. Watch me move this fader right here. See this right here? Now look at the screen. Watch this. Whoa. See that? Moving that from back here. And that's using MIDI. So MIDI control, actually USB control, allows me to control my studio from even back here. So if I want to record something, I can go right here. I'm going to record something now for you. And here's my mouse. All right? So I can arm the tracks I want to sing. So I'll pick my mic I want to sing in. All right? So we're going to sing. All right, so we armed up track number 1. And we're going to sing it to check 1, 2, check. Bars, 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 bars. All right, let me go out here and turn up a little bit because I don't have an engineer in here with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Q should be here, but he be at home, get ready for work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? He tripping. Come on, Q, where you at, man? All right, so I'm going to come out here, adjust the EQ on the mic. As y'all can see, check. And I'm going back here. Close the vocal booth, and then we're going to sing. And we're going to sing into 1, 2. 1, 2, check, 1, 2. We're going to sing into this RS. We're going to sing into the KS32. And it is lined into the Yamin, the ISA220 mic pre. Here we go. So all I got to do here, I have a pedal down here. So whenever I want to punch in, this is called my punch-in pedal. So whenever I want to get to something, I just punch in. So if I want to get to a particular part in the song, I just punch it in. But right now, we're just going to start the song. So I'm going to start right here. Bam, it's ready to record. All I got to do is hit this red button right here. And that button to stop blinking will go solid. And there we record. Yay. I'm on YouTube now. Working the song out now. With my homies looking at me doing my thing and making the ladies smell good. The fragrance that I'm wearing is smelling real good tonight. I'm gonna put on some more, go in the Platinum Grill and have a nightcap, yay. Tell me what you're wanting from me. I tell you what I'm wanting from you. Cause that's what I'm gonna do. Tell me why I'm sounding so good. Karaoke night, practice every Wednesday and sometimes on Tuesday at Chuck's Alibi room. This what I do in my studio. All by myself in the studio. Don't need an engineer. I got some equipment. I can do it back here in the background. And if I want to take a whiz, I can do. Lift up the toilet seat and take a whiz while I'm singing to you. Oh, yay. And I hit stop. So now we're done. Let's go outside. Let's go and listen to it. And that's how RaJuR Real Deep Cool records CDs by itself. So I hope y'all really now appreciate. Why don't y'all go out and buy a CD, especially buy the Real Deep Cool CD and buy the Experiences CD, man. Y'all really like it. Okay, listen back to what I did. So now what we're going to do is we're going to play it back through my mixer right here. We're going to select the channel. Okay, so we got on this channel here. We'll put a little reverb on it. Me, I don't like putting stuff on my tracks. I like the process afterwards. A lot of people like to put compression, all that stuff on their tracks. I don't do that. I do it afterwards. Okay? It smells like my incense sticks are burning. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? Here we go. And it's kind of late, so I don't want to be too loud. Yeah. I'm on YouTube now. Song out now. Oh, people, they smell good. Fragrance that I'm wearing, smelling real good tonight. Gonna put on some more, go in the back, gonna have a nightcap. Tell me what you need. Tell you what I wanted to do. That's what I'm gonna do. Tell me why I'm sounding so good. Karaoke night, practice every Wednesday, sometimes on Tuesday. Chuck's Alibi. It's what I do in my studio. All by myself. I got the background, and if I want to take a piss, I can do it. Is while I'm singing to you. Oh, yeah. And there you go. Now that mic was cutting out. I'm not sure why that was happening. Again, I'm not sure whether I got to put up the cable. or whether I got a problem with the digital. Something's going on that I ain't liking, but that's why you got to come back to the studio sometimes and see what's popping off. It better not be this preamp, because it can hit the road. But I just got to make sure all the cables back here are good. Y'all just can't imagine how many cables are running through here, but I'll show you real quick, and I'm going to cut this stuff off, because it burns too much electricity, and I ain't making no money right now. So if I decide to go back here, I got to take this cable out real quick. This is just an idea. And I wired all this myself. Nobody came in, showed me how to wire this. This is all me wiring. You know why? Because it's not like doing something yourself to make sure you know what's going on. All right? So I'm going to take y'all back here to the back. You're going to see all the wires. There are wires right here. We can start here. Wires, wires, wires. And you got to know what's MIDI. You got to know what's analog. You got to know what's light pipe. You got to know what's digital. You got to know all that stuff. All right, so we're going to go back here. Whoa. Make sure I'm knocking nothing over. All right, whoa. Make sure I don't pull nothing out. Well, because I'm showing y'all stuff. Come on, doggone TV screen. Got so many TVs back here, it's ridiculous. I'm going to put a TV monitor out here so I can see people back in my bathroom, too. When I had my studio in my other place, I had a camera back there so I can see who's back. You know what I'm saying? Back here is my wires. As you can see, nothing but wires. Wires, wires, wires. This is what I'm going to come back and do. So y'all talking about fragrances. Man, fragrances is nothing compared to what I got to do back here with wires. These are all my wires. And this is nothing close to the wires I had when I had my bigger studio. This is only probably half the wires I had. But these are my wires. So as you can see, we call them spaghetti in the studio business. Lots of spaghetti, baby. Wires back here to the preamps. I'm only back here because I got to see what's going on with this preamp. Because we get some glitches back here. I'm not sure why. So make sure everything is lined in the way it should be lined in. Okay. Got our hard drives back here. Monkey tail. All right. But yeah, we call these spaghetti right here. This is where all the work goes. So out there, everything looks clean and nice. Everything is beautiful. But back here, spaghetti, baby. Nothing but spaghetti. And if I got to replace something, I'm getting ready to put something in. Like I said, I got new stuff coming in. I had to set that up to be able to come in and wire that in. So, yes. As I always told you guys, y'all know me for fragrances. Yeah, Rod got all that juice. He got them juices in the cage. Well, look at all them wires. I got all them wires back there behind this freaking doggone equipment. All right? That's it, man. I'm out. There's my little keyboard on the side. I bought just because I want to work on some stuff at work. I rarely even use it, but I'm still going to keep it because you never know. I might have somebody want to come in here and play lead, and I can wire this up into Logic, and they can play lead real quick without them having to use this keyboard. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So my studio, I've always had a full-fledged studio, whether it's a small studio or whether it's a big studio. People call them project studios. Right here, I got enough to be a major studio, to tell you the truth, compared to what other people have. So if you look around the web and you look at other guys' studios who have stuff, anytime I got home studios, I'm not bragging, but they came and keep up with what I'm doing right now. Only because I came out of a major studio situation. And I just kept all the stuff that I knew I would need. So again, I go over the list of stuff that I have for you for the studio heads. You gotta have a master link. If you don't have a master link to burn your CDs, you burn your CDs out of the Mac, you're stupid. All right, I got SRV 3030, one of my effects. I got Lexicon, and that would be a what's the model of Lexicon? It's MPX something. They got my MPX1 Lexicon. That's on digital right there. These two are analog. This is digital. Got my patch bay right there. Y'all see the empty slot? That's where the new preamp gonna go. All right. Then down here we got a digital patch bay. So I have my digital stuff patched down here. And right now we got my digital stuff is the my digital stuff patched right now is the mic pre, because that's digital. That's patched down here. And I forgot what this is. I think this is for listening to the master link digitally. Down here I got a Behringer 4-channel. I got my drum running through there. So if I start the CD, you'll see the drums play through there. So let me pick the pattern where the drums are playing, and I'll show you studio heads. sorry. All right. So the drums are down here. The drums and the snare. And I use that to compress the snare, put some enhancement on it. That's really good for that. I don't need like a lot of people would put the bass drum in like a major preamp or stuff like that. My bass drum sounds really good going through that. Down here I have a Tascam, and that's an 8-channel A to D converter, and I use that to go into the channels over here, the last 8 channels here. It's an 8-channel A to D converter. So if I plug anything to my patch bay into here, and as you can see all the knobs up because I really don't use this unless I really need to. If I plug something into there, it'll come up to these 8 channels here. Okay? And then this right here is my auto-tune piece that I don't use. Right here we have my headphone amp for my headphones, Got my Aphex 204 to like boost up the signal a little bit, excite the signal. We call it exciter. So if I want to excite the bottom, if I want to excite the mids, I want to add some harmonics, I use this 204. 204 is magic for me. TR rack module, Express XT, MTP AV for my MIDI, controlling all my MIDI stuff, which is just these 3 right now. I'm going to add another module pretty soon. XV5050 got some good sounds. And of course the Proteus 2000 got some good sounds. So people don't use modules anymore. I still do because they still got good sounds. Now we go into the digital part of my situation. The RME is what I do is, my RME actually is an ADI 96. And what I do is, when I get done doing my songs, it goes through this. Before it goes to CD, for me to record it, it goes to my RME ADI 96. And my ADI 96, I got a lot of variations I can use with this. I can do all kinds, I can do a lot of stuff with this. Non-linear compression, head compression, look at head compression, all kinds of stuff. I've had this for the longest. It's been my baby. It's been my baby. This is my baby right here. The RME ADI 96. All right, then out here I got my AIO, and this is my A to D converter, and it's also a D to A converter. I don't really use the D to A. I use more the A to D, because what happens is 8 channels of this comes into these 8 channels right here. Okay? So when y'all heard me singing, I'll show y'all. Hold on. I'll put it back in song mode. And I'll show y'all how it works. Now, when you have an A to D converter, what it does is it converts the signal into digital and makes it sound a lot cleaner and a lot crisper. Yeah. And there you go. I'm on YouTube now. Song out now. That's right here. Oh, they smell good. Breakers that I'm wearing, smelling real good tonight. So basically, that's coming in. These 8 channels coming out of here, I can assign them. They're gonna come into these 8 channels on my board. And basically, what it does is allow me to put some of that nice, clean RME Steinberg juice. Because everybody knows what Steinberg and RME, those are the best digital converters out. These are very old, but they're still good. Next, I have an MR816. And again, I have 2 mics plugged into there. Also have 6 more channels I can plug stuff into these as well in the back. And these are, this mic pre is really comparable to like this, I forgot the name of the CD. I think it was called Prism or something like that. They compared the Prism, it was worth $5,000. They compared the Prism and the 8816. And they did a blind test. They couldn't tell the difference between the $5,000 A to D converter and this one right here. So I went and bought it. Yes, I did. And I turned my man Lamar onto it. Now, my studio is basically all digital except for some analog stuff. So in order to keep all this digital stuff working so it doesn't sound all out of whack, including Pro Tools and everything, you got to buy a clock. And I have the Big clock by Apogee. Now, there are some better clocks out by Antelope, Prism, audio. They got some good, but this right here, the big bit has never failed me. We always go at 44.1 because, you know, 44.1, 16-bit is how we going to make the CD at the end. So, you know, CD ain't made at 96. A CD is not made at 88. A CD is not made at 48. It's made at 44. So that's why we make sure all our processing, it goes through here. And though it says 96, I can do 96K processing. We don't do 96K processing. We break that down where it go right there. 44, 16-bit, which goes right to here to the CD maker, 44, 16-bit. That's what we do. All right? Now down here we have a Digi 002. And the Digi 002 is made for the Logic. So Logic comes out light pipe. Well, Logic is coming out right. Logic is coming out, if I get this right, I got Logic coming out Firewire from my little baby right there. I couldn't find no more use for it because it wasn't powerful enough to cut my tracks. So that is called a Mac Mini. So Logic is on Mac Mini, Firewired out to the Digi 02, and then it converts the signal into ADAT, which is a Toslink, or ADAT to you guys, 8 channels, and that comes out to over here. All right? So as you see, my board moves. My faders move as I press them. Oh, yeah. And I can make the faders move while I'm doing a song, too, if I want to. I can automate stuff so the fader is moving up and down. I forgot I would do test mode for y'all, but I forgot to do test mode to make the faders, like, move up and down, all that stuff. I forgot to do test mode. I'm going to know how to do that, and I'll show y'all how they move when I do test mode. They be like wiggling by themselves, but right now I control what they do. Okay? And y'all thought I just did fragrances, huh? Not! Anyway, next we have a cassette deck down here, and I keep this just in case. You never know. Somebody will bring a CD. Y'all hear that noise? Yeah, that was that. Somebody will bring a cassette over to me. Can you put a cassette on CD for me? I'm like, all right, I'll do it for you. And then I'll put the cassette in and put their music on CD for them. Now, the cassette deck was a very expensive cassette deck back in the day. It's actually called the 302. And it's a very, very expensive cassette deck. But, you know, nobody's using it. I got my Monster power supply down there. As you can see, I'm on 118, 117, 120. But I got a lot of gear running. But it can handle it. It's not a problem. And down here, do you see I got more power supplies down here. Power supply up here, Furman. I like Furman. Furman. Sounds like German. Furman. Yeah, sounds like that guy Mark Furman for the AJ trial. Furman, George Furman, racist Furman. No, I'm just kidding. But you never know, Furman. If I find out Furman got something to do with German and Nazi, I'm going to get rid of him and get a RaJuR. I'm just kidding. Yes, I am. That is my studio. I can't tell y'all no more. That's my studio. That's all I had. That's all I got. That's how I record all my stuff. It's been about an hour. I'm going to go ahead on and get dressed and go on the Platinum Grill before they close. It's 11 o'clock. They probably close. I'm about to give me another drink and get ready to go to bed. All right? That's my studio. We're out of here. Holla at your boy. Thank you guys. And again, for all you guys who are looking at my video, I do fragrances too. I do all kinds of stuff. I talk about politics, man. I talk about chemtrails and flat earth. And, man, whatever comes to my mind, man. I can say what I want to say, man. Shoot. Talk about the heavenly. Holla at your boy. I know y'all want to talk about them fragrances, though. My fragrance heads on here. So I'll be fair. We'll show all my audio boys that they need to smell good. Because I know them cats ain't smelling good. They don't know about smelling good. They're in the studio and they're not smelling good. And you know that's not good. There's no need for you to be in the studio and not smelling good. So for all you studio guys, this is my fragrance collection. I see y'all still here. Thanks for hanging out. So now I'm going to pass it over to my fragrance people. To the Pope, to DJ, to TM, to Christian. We're going to pull out the fragrances for them. We're going to show them that you can't make a track, you can't be a producer and not smell good, baby. But not just smell good, smell great. All right, so let's go. So look here. If you guys gonna be in the studio business and you want to make some money and you want them honeys to come and listen to your music, you gotta smell good. This is what we call niche fragrances. So all my people online right now, these are my fragrances. And yo man, what studio you got fragrances too? That's right, baby, because I never know how I want to smell. So I just want to give y'all a hint. My new CD, every song is gonna have a fragrance attached to it. Check that out. That's going to be hot. So that song I'm doing right now, the name of that song is called I Have No Idea. But I'm going to pick a fragrance out of my collection. And again, for all you studio heads, you can't find these fragrances in Macy's or TJ Maxx. Or no, you gotta go to New York, Virginia, fragrance groups, all that stuff to find these fragrances. Okay? Barney's, Bergdorf, Neiman's. You find these. So say for instance, The Night, I like that song right there. That song is nice and smooth. It's cool. What fragrance would I pick for that song y'all heard tonight? Just take a guess. The song is smooth. It's cool. It's chilling. I want to be with you tonight. So we know it's going to be intimate. It's got to be intimate. So let's pick out a juice for that song that we play tonight. So every song, nope. But you close. You close. Girl Line will be hot. But you got to think about the girl lines that I have. You know what I mean? So I'm not shooting you right down, but all I have is I have Tongue Imperial, Spiritu Double Vanille, and Le Plus de la Mean Holla at Your Boy. So I don't think either of those will fit that song, Pope. But I see what you're saying. If I had a full line, I probably could find one that I would pick out of the girl line. But I'm only talking about, there you go. Neck Nibbler might work. For that song right there, Pardon. Let's go grab it. See what I'm saying? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a picture, not only, well, I don't want to put a picture of the empty bottle, but shoot, why not? Pardon. Now, I know you studio guys are going to be like, what the heck is a Pardon? What are you doing? What are you doing buying those fragrances? Man, all the fragrances, you can have all the preamps you want in the world. You can have all the Neves you want. You can have all the... No, I don't care about Neve preamps and all that stuff. I can do good music without that. But the fragrance I would wear for that song, being intimate, you know what song? You know what I wear? Yeah. Move out the way. Excuse me. Yes. Messy, sexy, just rolled out of bed. Yep. By Lab on Fire. This is the fragrance that will go with that song. You know why? Because even though I don't have a woman, I don't have a wife, I don't have no girlfriend, so I won't be having sex and won't be messy. That's what I will wear if I'm going to be messy, sexy, and having sex. So that song. So what I do is the name of the song would be Treating You Right Tonight or something like that, right? And then I'm going to put down inspired by Messy, Sexy, Just Got Out of Bed. So that's how the CD going to be, y'all, okay? Y'all got it? All right. All right, so for all you studio heads, man, y'all got to smell good, man. You can't be under there smelling like underarms and stank butt and fart meat. You got to smell good when you're in the studio. All right? Now, I would wear this egg. I would pull out the egg. I ain't going to pull out the egg. No. Not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it, y'all. My video for the studio guys. My video for my fragrance bros, my fragrance sisters. And now, as y'all see, I tell y'all, man, your boy's not a one-trick pony, man. You know, y'all thought all I did was fragrances. Y'all thought, no, I've done some things, man. I've done some things in my lifetime. And I thank the Heavenly for the opportunity, man. So, tell all your fragrance cats and smell Illuminati. Yeah, y'all can sit there and crush boxes and be cute and all that stuff. But if you ain't doing nothing else, then really you're boring. Holla at your boy. RaJuR really cool. That's how we do it. We keep it popping. We make that music and we freaking smell good. Hit the doggone space button, man. And we're going to fade out to 1 hour. Holla at y'all. Have a great night. May the Heavenly get you through the night. Yeah. And keep you safe. Let's go. I want you to now.
song out now.